Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the CS-52 LIS. It's a Tier 8 Polish premium medium tank. It's located on the southwest spawn of Westfield and it's under the command of pitro123. Game on! Well, the CS-52 LIS, it's the product of an illicit love affair between a Lanson C and a T-44-100. No, really, it's basically what they thought would actually happen if you got those two tanks together. It's got a 105mm gun, capable of 320 alpha, with fairly decent DPM as well. Standard reload 9.2 seconds, and you can see here Pitro's got it down to 7.56. It's got fairly decent armour on the front of the turret, 190mm, 110 on the sides and 90 on the rear, 80 on the front of the hull, 25 on the sides and 45 on the rear. As I say, it's very similar in characteristics to the T-44-100. Oh, nice shot. It's kind of brawling medium, you might say, in many ways, and that's basically what the T-44-100 was designed to be. Something with a fairly big gun that could do damage but move about fairly quickly. Okay, more targets up ahead. Nope, that wasn't a very good aim shot, that one, but you'll improve on the next one, I think. Now, it doesn't have much in the way of gun depression. It's only got 7 degrees. But it's still effective. Now, where did that shell go? Because that should have penetrated the sides of an Easy 8. And now he's lost... Oh! Okay, I think the reason why we lost sight of that Easy 8 was I think he went in front, or went behind rather, one of his teammates who happened to be not spotted at the time. Yeah, a nice hit into the T-34-85 low roll though. But only just. Can you get another one? If he does, he'll probably take him out of the game. Nope, didn't get that one. He's crawling and creeping up on them. He doesn't want to get exposed to them if he can help it. But remember, his armor's fairly good. Oh, there's the chappie. Oh! Only hit him in the tracks. That's better. Oh, no, was he too close? No, strip 74 next. There he is. Yes! Right through the turret and a high roll. No. It's not exactly a very fast medium tank, this one. Only 50 kilometers an hour top speed. So there are medium tanks. There's some heavy tanks that are faster than this one. But I suppose you could say it's fairly decently armoured. Oh! GV trying to use his gun depression. Oh, and we got rammed from behind. Yeah, the VK came up behind us. Didn't think where we were. Yes, that's nice. The low roll 309. And another one, but that's another low roll. Easy 8 should be a 10. Yep. Low roll. It's getting a lot of low rolls at the moment. They're trying to hold us off using their gun depression. Yes! Through the cupola. 292. He's out the game. Yeah, the strip 74 was trying to use us a bit of armour. I don't think Pitro was impressed. The reason he's pulling back right now is mainly because although we're doing rather well on this side of the map, we're doing abysmally bad on the other side. We just lost the Jagdpanzer 4. and the enemy is now threatening our cap area, and I think that Pitro's decided that the best place for him to be right now is over here. Then his teammates go on towards the enemy cap. They might be able to turn them around, but if the enemy does go for the cap, we need to be there. And we've been joined by the T-34-85. He's at Pitro's saying, don't push. And with good reason. The fact is that if they do try and push, the enemy will turn around and go after them. And we want them rather to try and cap. We'll make it easier for us to actually get them in the cap. And well, they are capping. No, they've stopped. It was only the MT-25. He went through the cap. Now, where did they go? Ah, right, okay. Here comes the T-34. Oh, one shot. Very nice, but enemy fire from the other side of the valley? No. And yes, somebody did go back over the other side. It was a Progetto 46 from the enemy team. And their strip's been spotted over there as well. Now, somebody is capping, and the T-34-85M's deciding to go. We've told him we're supporting him. I think it's really the other way around, because after all, we've got the bigger Alpha. And if he can just spot for us, we can get some really nice hits on the enemy. Okay, there we go. We're going to get seen. We are seen. He's probably going to fire at us. Yep, but he didn't get anything. And let's see if we can get him a shot. Well, got the kill, but there's the IS-2 shielded over the other side of the valley. So let's make a quick run down the sides here. Oh, no, he's going to use his gun depression. Only 7 degrees, remember. I did say T-34-85M's decided to go over and focus their attention for the moment. Now, where's the IS-2 shielded? Where are you? They'll find him any second. Come on, has he moved? I think he's moved. There he is. And yes, he did move. He moved back into the village. He's using the buildings for cover. That's better. Got him out. Nice shot. 288, which is a low roll. And now the Striv's facing him. Striv's going to get wiped out. Yeah, love a low roll. The Striv has gone. He was taken out by the IS-2 shielded, but now he's focusing on the T-34-85M. Oh, lovely! Got him. And that's 5 kills now for Pitro. So he is on for a Top Gun. There's only 3 enemies left. They seem to be up this end. We're still capping, but I think, yeah, the MT-25, no, it was the T-43 was in the cap. Just got killed. The MT-25 got wiped out a little while back. So Pitro's going to stay high, and hopefully that will show the enemy up to him. And he can shoot from up here. Oh, okay. Striv S1. Easy shot. Get the gun. Didn't go in. Not sure where that one went, but can you get another round in? I think so. Yep. And a high roll. 333. One more shot to kill. We've still got our Chiri round there. The Striv's trying to get a shot in. Can he stay here? I think so. Just can't see the Striv at the moment. I'm pretty sure he's just behind that rock. Chiri's trying to tempt him out. There he is. Yes! That's a Top Gun. Okay, so there's 2 left on either side. We've got Chiri, who's in a very precarious position, actually, because that Skoda T56 could cause him a whole lot of trouble, but he does have 1,010 hit points, so he can take a couple of shots. The Progetto, though, is going to be an even bigger problem, but the problem is, where is that Progetto? Well, there's the Skoda. Nope, can't get him from here. I think the Chiri needs to hold back a little. Try and force them to come to him, not the other way around. Oh, he's decided to go up on top, and that's not good. And oh no, I foresaw that would actually happen. He needed to stay low and force them to come to him, and he tried to go up, and of course they got him. It's the Skoda who actually finished him off. So 1,000 hit points given to the enemy very quickly. So it's all down to Pitro now to try and get at the enemy. He's not going to cap. He's going to wait until the enemy starts capping, or until the enemy tries to come after him. That's why he's driving along with his turret looking the other way. Now if they do try to cap, it'll be down to him to try and spot them and get the resets. If only that Chi-Ri had actually fallen back, that would have worked out. Two of them could have done it together. I didn't notice before, but Pitro has got 20% of the enemy hit pool, so potentially he might be on for a high caliber. Now this tank actually has a gas turbine engine. It was a design from the 1950s, which never actually got produced. No blueprints, no prototypes, just blueprints only. But it's quite interesting that back in the 50s they were thinking of a gas turbine engine for a medium tank. Here comes the Progetto, so he is coming this way. He must know that he's been spotted. So we've got a high roll there. We could do with a few high rolls now. Yes! Another high roll, 351, but we took a 90mm. And again, he wants to get one back. Oh, he takes the kill! Now that's made it interesting, because if you look at the hit points up at the top, you can see that, well, they both got about the same. The Skoda has got about 323 and Pitro's got 346. Now, will he actually try and come up here and kill us, or is he going to try and cap? I think it'd be silly to cap, because if he did, then he'd be easy meat for Pitro. I'm a bit surprised that the Progetto decided to do what he did. I would have actually cut across the valley and tried to come up the other side on Pitro, and because obviously the best place for Pitro to snipe at the cap area would be from the K-row, and they must have known that. After all, that's what the T-3485 and Pitro did when they tried to go for the reset. It's far more difficult to snipe at that cap from the hill on the other side of the valley. Well, I don't think the Skoda has come this way. I think he's gone round the other side. And there's the 2-minute warning. I think he's done what I thought the other two should have done. So let's try to go around and come up this side from the other direction. I'd try to get into the trees though. Get a bit of cover. No sixth sense gone off yet, but remember that only tells you 3 seconds after you've been spotted, and that gives the enemy enough time to get one shot into you. I kind of get the feeling that the Skoda is very frightened of actually being spotted, because he's so low on hit points. He must know as well that Pitro has got slightly more than he has, but they're both one-shots for each other. Well, technically speaking. It needs Pitro to get a max roll, or at least not max roll, but to get a high roll to get a kill. The Skoda could get it with just one shot, but well, that's the last minute. I get the feeling he's right. The enemy Skoda is actually covering their own cap, not Pitro's cap. He's decided he's not going to cap out after all. And seeing as we've now passed the point that anyone could cap out, he's probably looking to try and wait for Pitro to appear to get the kill. There he is! Okay, 3 seconds, remember. Oh, he hit the tracks! And the Skoda's going to see him and fires one at him. Remember, he's a two-shot. He fails on the second one, but Pitro gets his in for 314. Has he got enough time to get another shot to win the game? Yes! With 5 seconds on the clock! And the game's over! Well, here's the end of battle stats for that one. It was an ace tanker for pitro123 in the CS-52 LIS. He managed to get a fire effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, in fact he got 6, and he got a duelist as well for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him during the game. On top of all that, he picked up a Radley Walters. Yes, he managed to get at least 8 kills, and the Skoda was the last kill of the game. I thought for a second, if he missed that last shot, then he wouldn't have got the win. He wouldn't have had time to reload. It would have ended up with a draw with both of them still alive, because I think the Skoda was still in reload at the time. And he also picked up a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, but no high caliber. Now, why is that? Let's have a look at team score. Well, the reason he didn't get the high caliber is because the Skoda got that. He got a high caliber and Top Gun for his game. He picked up 5,968 hit points, whereas Pitro picked up 5,559. Oh dear, missed out by 9 hit points, would you believe it? Was it 9? No, it's 409. What are you saying? 409 hit points. Anyway, Pitro managed to get the highest number of kills in the game. He got 8. The next highest being the Skoda, who got 7. If he'd actually killed Pitro, then he would have got the high caliber and a Radley's and a Top Gun. So Radley's and a Top Gun to Pitro. And when it came to base XP, he's definitely got that one. 1,535 goes to Pitro. The next highest being the T3485M got 1,038. And next was the Skoda, who managed 1,011, so he wasn't far behind. And I think that's down to the fact that he did get the high caliber. 30 shots fired, 24 direct hits, and the 23 penetrations. So you can see that 105mm gun is actually quite fairly decent on pen. I didn't mention that during the game, but it actually does have decent pen. 5,559 hit points, of which 2,302 were at more than 300 meters. 6 hits received from the enemy, 4 penetrations, 2 non-penetrations. Well, it does have armor, but it's not that great, I'm afraid. 920 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 11 enemy vehicles damaged, 8 killed, and 670 hit points of damage assistance. And he managed to get 41 defense points when he reset the cap. He earned 92,736 credits on the game, 69,552 from personal reserves, total of 208,656 altogether. And even though he fired some premium ammo, he still ended up with a profit of 70,443 credits. 1,535 XP, 230 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 2,533 altogether. So the CS-52 LIS. Let's have a look at the armor profile for this tank. Well, as I mentioned, it does have some armor. It is a medium tank after all. It's designed to go fast and brawl, but as I said, it's only got that 50 kilometers an hour top speed. The weight of the tank is 38 tons in total. It's more like a light heavy than anything else. You can see that the lower plate is 85mm, but with effective angling, it's 142 thereabouts. Upper plate, 80mm, but you're getting 144. There's the driver. You can see he's in the center. On the turret, you can see, as I said, the turret's actually quite strong. 190mm is the impacted armor, but with that nice angling, it's a nice rounded cast turret, and that gives it much more armor, which makes it difficult to hit the turret on one of these things. Much better to try and hit the upper plate or the lower plate with a APCR round if you want to try and get through that. The sides are very slab-sided, so obviously you'll have very little variation in the effective armor. There's 75mm along the sides of the vehicle, but your effective armor increases depending on the angling. And you can see at the rear of the turret, it sort of like drops off with, well, it's 110, but again, the effective armor is about the same. And at the rear of the vehicle, Yeah, 45mm, you'll easily pen the rear of one of these, and you could possibly even pen the engine deck. It's only 15mm of impacted armour on the actual engine deck itself. So it's a bit like the Matilda in one way. If you aim for the engine deck, you'll get an easy pen, but the trouble is trying to get shots at its engine, because of course it is a medium tank. You can probably manoeuvre. Anyway, rear of the turret, 90mm, effective arm's about the same. Now, I'd love to give you the module layout, but they haven't given it to anyone. So we don't know where the modules are, but we can guess where they are actually. We can see that the driver is in the front of the tank in the center. The gunner is more than likely on this side because we've got a gunner's port there for aiming. And the commander, obviously with the viewports, is sitting directly behind him. So we know that the driver's here. We know that the gunner's there and the commander's behind him, which means that this must be the loader's hatch, and the loader is on this side of the vehicle. We know that the engine is in the rear of this tank, and the transmission's probably behind that, but we don't know where the ammo racks are, we don't know where the fuel tanks are, and of course those are the critical things you need to know if you want to set this thing alight or make it go bang. So all we can tell you is, yes, you can possibly aim for that cupola, and I suppose if I give you the, I'm not sure if you can actually, that's the X-ray view. Let's have a look at the armor view. Yes, you can probably pen the cupola and take out the commander. It looks a fairly decent sized cupola to hit. But I suppose if I go back one and we have a look here, yes, we can see it's only 65mm. So yes, if you want to take out the tank commander, aim for that little cupola, that should work. Or just aim for just below the gun mantlets and you should be able to get the driver of the vehicle. So, great little game, right down to the wire for Petro. Amazing game in that sense. Really enjoyed it. It's very exciting. I hadn't seen it, the replay before. As you know, I don't watch these replays before I play them and record them, mainly because it then excites me as much as it excites you. And of course, you get the effect in the commentary, or commentary, I should say. I hope you enjoyed that replay as much as I did. If you did, please give the video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, please do remember we're giving all of the funds from the channel, from all the revenue from Google is going to the Red Cross Ukraine appeal. So the more of our videos you watch, the more money we can send them and help the refugees. Thanks for watching.